It is a crisp fall morning at almost 6 o'clock in the morning right now, I think. And we're heading towards the train station and avoiding black cats, and yeah, I'm pretty sleepy. I think we went to bed at like 11 last night and woke up at like 4:30, so not much sleep. We are heading down to what's called the Izu Peninsula. It is the southernmost point that you can see the Pacific Ocean in Japan.
What?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
But that doesn't make any sense, Katie.
It doesn't make any sense?
No, that makes no sense. Maybe like in the Kanto or something.
Area?
Yeah,
Okay,
Kanto, not
yeah.
Japan. Like, what are you talking
My
about?
bad. I'm smart. So, yeah, we're heading down there, and...
It's really only like a couple hours or something, right? Like, we're taking the Shinkansen and it's only an hour.
Yeah. We gotta get there. And I'm walking really slow.
This is a silly time to be awake. Like, this is not okay. It's very faint, but on our train ride south out of Tokyo on the Shinkansen, you can barely make out Mount Fuji in the distance. So it took us about 45 minutes on the Shinkansen to get to Mishima. And we're now in Mishima, and we're gonna have to catch another train for another 20 or 30 minutes to get to another place, and we're gonna take a bus to get to another place. We're gonna do something that I'm honestly not even sure what we're doing. I don't even know why we're here. I'm really hoping Katie has an idea. There's apparently a PDF or something that explains what's going on. I don't know. But I wanted to also point out that the view of Fuji has cleared up a little bit, and it's pretty cool. You can actually see a little bit of snow on him.
I've been there. It's real sunny. I think the train just farted. So we're now in Shuzenji. I could be wrong about that. We've gone about 20 minutes away from Mishima. No, even further than that, like 30. And we're about to get on a bus, but we have like a 10-minute wait or something like that. And we went and bought the tickets for the bus. And they came out as a flat sheet, but she took it and folded it and glued it together so that it was like business cardish size. Instead of just giving us the whole sheet, she glued it. You did not need... Oh, Japan. The things that happen. I'm surprised she didn't tape it. God, they love tape. Anyways, another thing. This is an ice cream vending machine, which I'm sure there's ice cream vending machines everywhere. But I don't think there's really anything special about the vending machine itself. But I do want to point out that the push pop is alive and well in Japan. Many, many versions of the push pop. And in another video we said we're going to Kumamoto. This is Kumamon. He is the mascot for Kumamoto. So we will be seeing a lot of him in November.
If you had to pick a push pop right now, which one would you eat?
The purple one.
The purple one? Why? Because purple?
It just looks rich. This bear looks scary. This
No
looks
way.
like fruit.
This is my guy, man.
This looks like
Shirokuma.
This looks like a fruitcake that you get at Christmas and you don't want it. This is really exciting looking, but it scares me too much to get it. It's probably cider. Soda, yeah, it's cider. I would not like that.
This is looking okay.
It looks good. Oh, it's watermelon. I thought it was strawberry.
Yeah, watermelon.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would be okay. What is this? It's just apple?
Apple yogurt.
Yeah, that sounds alright. These are out. These are okay. Now we gotta go and get stuff. I don't know. We don't need to get anything. We need to just not be bored and waiting for the bus. Oh man, I saw a bus leaving. I thought it was ours. I was like, shit! We missed it again! Alright, so as Eric said, he has no idea where we're going. I have a vague idea based on a PDF, which he already mentioned. I went online and I found like a tourist bureau, and they basically like listed out all the interesting things to come and do. And one of them was like a trek to go and see a lot of waterfalls. 7 waterfalls. So we want to go to what is called Kawazu 7 Waterfalls. and it's going to take quite a while to get there, obviously. We've already done the local train to Shinagawa, then the bullet train to Mishima, and then we took another train to Shuzenji. Yeah, I got that right. Awesome. And now we've just left Shuzenji, and we're going to Sui Shojishita, which is just a bus station out in the middle of nowhere, I'm assuming. And then we'll still have some hiking to do. So, yeah, this is what I do. I make up just crazy shit and then we go and do it, because, yeah. So I'm going to show you the PDF that I've been looking at, and you can see the madness. Basically, the instructions are over here. We need to go and do all this stuff. We are currently at this arrow, the second arrow. We're in the middle of that on an hour-long bus ride. And then once we get to the bus station, we'll start hiking and walking, and then we'll start seeing bridges and tunnels and waterfalls and all this other stuff. And we'll be going along all these little squiggly lines over here. So that's basically what I've been looking at, and hopefully all those squiggles, all those lines, and all those arrows mean we get to see really cool stuff. I saw a poster in the bus station that showed like an amazing bridge and over a waterfall, so man, maybe I lucked into something really incredible. You never know.
After about 45 minutes on the bus, we got off because I got to our stop, and we're the only people that got off the bus. There's a bunch of other people with hiking gear, and we all got off, and then when the bus pulled away, everybody kind of looked at us like, why did they get off?
I mean, look at where we got off.
Yeah, look, like, it's just the side of the road. Like, there's not a thing here. So, where's your PDF now?
In your pocket.
Oh, damn it.
Alright, so we were confused at the bus stop, and then we were confused about 2 seconds away from the bus stop, and then we found a map. We have a map on that PDF, but we couldn't orient it properly. We weren't sure what was going on, but we found another map, and we're on a really nice walking trail now. Like, this has turned into a legitimate adventure.
Well, the lack of adventure.
Huh?
Like, we don't have to fight tigers or anything, and that's an adventure. This is just a walking path.
Well, my bad. I felt adventurous, but now I've been demoted to
Non-tiger fighter.
non-tiger fighter, which is a pretty good name. I'm okay with that. Yeah, but it's nice, and we can hear the rushing water down below us. I can't really see it, but whoa, yeah, I can see it. There's gonna be waterfalls.
So I've known that they grow wasabi in the mountains, but I've never actually seen it before, and this sign here says this is like a wasabi field and to stay out, like don't go in the area. So this is like somebody's personal wasabi growing-ish area, and that is pretty awesome. It's somehow like something about the water moving has something to do with how the plant grows, and I don't know, I'm not a wasabi farmer, but it is always like apparently on these types of like steps, like you can kind of maybe see, and then the water is flowing through, and then spicy shit happens. That's pretty awesome.
I thought we were gonna come here and it was gonna be a really crappy place, and we were just gonna be going through all this stuff trying to get to somewhere that we didn't know, but we're already in somewhere gorgeous. Like, there's really amazing trees and lots of running water, and apparently lots of people come here and they knew about this and we didn't, and now we know.
I got a bag of potato salad, and this is from 7-Eleven, and it's like 120 yen, like $1.20 or something. And this is my jam. I get this all the time. Look at this creamy goodness. Look at that. And she gave it to me, and like usually in Japan they like put the appropriate utensils into the bag for consumption.
They won't give you the appropriate utensil for that bag.
They just give you the bag. Like, how the hell am I supposed to eat this? Like, so I had to go back and I was like, yo, I need some sticks. And now I have sticks for my bag.
No, you need sticks for your potatoes.
No. So
Also,
fucking good. It's on point.
I found a tiny pine cone. Now we're at this tunnel, and I don't know if maybe people have stood next to tunnels that cars go through, but I've never really stood next to one. It's really big, and this honestly looks really ancient. So I'm glad we went with the old tunnel. It looks really cool. We've seen some people going up these stairs over here, and we assumed in the past that maybe you have to take a route outside of the tunnel. We're not gonna do that.
If you're on foot.
We're not gonna.
And there are cars coming up here, so we could walk through this tunnel and a car could come.
You should probably keep the camera on your hand, so if a car does come, you start pushing that play button, I'll start freaking out.
The echo in here is awesome. Let's do two things. First off, that sounds awesome. And then, that sounds awesome.
Maybe we can't go through. But nobody stops you here in Japan. You just mind your business, and I don't know why they didn't just drive through. I would have minded my business. I wouldn't have said anything. Not that I could have said anything. Wow, it got real sunny while I was talking. Jeez.
How was the tunnel?
The tunnel was very chilly, very echoey, and wet. I got dripped on.
I
thought it was bugs. That was a really terrible feeling.
No cars though.
No cars, yeah. That was a bit disappointing.
The sign says like everything can't go on this road, but then this person is crossed out, kind of, or they're in jail. Either way, it looks like the decision's been made.
We are doing the 7 waterfalls and we've reached the first one. Come on!
Are we doing all 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you should go over there. It's much better view than this.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so we had breakfast at like 5 o'clock, 5:30. What time is it now? Do you have any idea?
No idea. I would guess 11:30, just based on the sun.
I was thinking like 11 or something like that. I packed a lunch because I kind of figured there would be nothing here. Yeah, it's 11:39.
Boom, look at that.
So I packed a lunch. We have ham sandwiches, which if you watch the Matsumoto, you know that I like the ham sandwiches. It's the best part of the day.
When we had the ham sandwiches in Matsumoto, we went hiking for like a long time and she brought this gigantic thing of mayonnaise. So yesterday we went to the convenience store and we found a tiny thing of mayonnaise.
Yes, this is much better. Having looked at what we've done on foot, haven't really done much. I'll explain with the map. Okay, so Tokyo is somewhere over there.
Okay.
Mishima is somewhere here. That's where we took the Shinkansen to. Then we took another train down this black line here to Shuzenji Station. From Shuzenji Station, we took a bus down this red road, or this yellow road, either way, all the way down to about here, where you see this Geo guy. Then on foot, we went over here, and now we're around here. We haven't done much.
Where did you want to go?
And I think that we're going to continue down this way. I'm not sure how much of that's going to be on foot, but in the end, we are going to end up here.
Oh, jeez.
That's where we'll be sleeping tonight.
Or so you think.
Or so I think.
We don't have any hotels booked and we don't really have any idea what's going on in that town.
Yeah.
This has definitely turned into more of a traditional footpath as we walk a little bit further down the path. Is that the right way to say that? Anyway, that went really poorly. I should say that again. Maybe I'll get Katie to say it.
Oh, it's a footpath now. And it looks like the typhoons, like the recent typhoons, may have wreaked a little havoc in these areas. We are much further south of Tokyo than Tokyo, and the typhoons hit a little bit harder the more southern you go, I assume.
I guess, I don't know.
I am not a
Maybe it's just because of fall?
Too fine. Typhoonologist.
Too fine? You're not too fineologist. Too fineologist. Don't know nothing about no storms. This little area is also labeled as a wasabi paddy, wasabi field, wasabi, what is it called? Wasabi, a place where they grow wasabi. And I don't remember it looking like that, to be honest with you, but maybe it looks different times of the year. But once again, you can see like it's multi-tiered and it's got water flowing through it. It may be difficult to express just how big this spider is. I mean, it's not mammoth, but it's bigger than you want a spider to be. And these things are I've seen them all over Japan. Like I see them like in the summer times, I believe, usually. So he's probably in trouble as summer is going away. But they remind me a lot, if anybody has played the Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. The spiders that drop down in front of you. Like, I think this is where they got that idea. We found a waterfall. You don't think it's one of the 7 waterfalls, but it's definitely, there's water falling. Like, definitely water falling. And off behind me, there's another little wasabi field, whatever it's called, the wasabi thing, a wasabi place, the origin of wasabi. This is kind of a scary bridge. In front of one of these little wasabi patches is a sign, and it looks like it's like a quiz about wasabi. Like it's got 5 questions, and I'm gonna roughly translate some of these. I'm really sorry for anybody that can actually read this. But number 1 looks like it says, can you write the kanji for wasabi? And the other one, number 2, I'm not sure, maybe something about like a vegetable or something, I'm not sure. Number 3 says, what color is the flower of wasabi? And I didn't even know wasabi had flowers, so I learned something there. And Katie says white. And then it says, I think it says, have you ever had wasabi don, like donburi, like wasabi on rice? So I don't think I've ever had that, and that sounds amazing. I would love to do that. So the problem with the sign is there's no answers. Like, I want to know how I can get the wasabi don, and I want to know what color the flower is, and I can probably look up the kanji for wasabi if there is one. That's an interesting question. This one looks like it might be man-made, but it's still a pretty cool scene.
So there's a snake down here. You can just see his tail slither over the top of the tree there. He is about,
I don't know, 1.5 meters?
1.5 meters, so maybe around like 5 feet, a little under 5 feet long. Wow.
There's no poisonous snakes in Japan, are there?
My heart isn't beating, but like I wasn't breathing while it was around. Wow, that's the closest I've ever been to a snake.
No way, dude. We saw one in Sendai.
Oh yeah, well...
This one was on the move, though.
Yeah, that one was on the move. I feel like his brethren must be behind him and they're coming. We should get out of here.
So this is a car, and I'd really like to know what the story is. How did it get there? Why does it look like that? I mean, it looks like it was shot out of a volcano or something that came out of a volcano, landed on it or something. What's the story, man? Right next to the creepy car, we found one of these.
We found some teeth and a jawbone.
What animal do we think that is?
Could be that way.
I think it's like that.
They're bigger than like a deer, obviously.
Yeah, what did that come out of? Can you put it on the ground so we can see the other end of it? Maybe somebody can tell us. Like the way that it ends up here is interesting. Wonder if that is a thing that somebody can help us identify.
This just in. We have not seen any of the 7 waterfalls so far. Everything that we've seen before is not included in the 7. So that's pretty amazing. I think we'll see 10 or more waterfalls today.
We've done like trekking for waterfalls in other countries, and like, I don't know what the deal is, but like there's a 7-step waterfall thing in Thailand too, and I seem to remember 7 being associated with another set of waterfalls, and then there's 7 waterfalls here. I don't know if there's a thing, like 7, is there a reason? But in other countries like Thailand or in Taiwan, when you trek a waterfall, you have to like kind of like walk along the waterfall or walk along a path or something. But this being Japan, they have built a wooden deck that appears at this point to go the length of this waterfall area, which is super, super Japanese.
Celebrity deaths come in 3s, so maybe waterfalls come in 7s.
Do they? I think more than 3 celebrities have died though.
But they come in triplets.
Anything comes at anything if you count them that way.
Yeah, exactly. This should have been 10 waterfalls.
At least.
Yeah, well, that we know of so far.
This is a pretty awesome little suspension bridge. Usually a suspension bridge only goes straight, but this one actually takes you up a little bit.
We don't know anything about waterfalls, okay? We just want to say we know nothing about waterfalls. This is the first waterfall of the 7 waterfalls. And yeah, the last thing that we saw was nothing compared to this. We're gonna go to the bottom.
This is amazing. You gonna shower?
Yeah, pretty nice. Now that's a waterfall. Oh my goodness.
This is another pretty cool looking suspension bridge. So these people are like on some sort of like excursion of some sort where they are hiking down the waterfall area, and they are jumping from this waterfall and sliding down this waterfall down into this pool. And it all looks very crazy, but to me the craziest part is easily the temperature of the water, because it was very cold when I put my finger in it earlier. I want to do this.
A little Japanese lesson for today. One of my favorite Japanese words is ebi. It means shrimp. And we noticed that one of the waterfalls was called ebidaru. Ebi doesn't mean it's a small waterfall. Like in English we say, oh, that guy's just a little shrimp, don't worry about him, you know? So I didn't know if does this mean anything about being small? And this is such a small waterfall. It's so cute. He's a little Ebi, don't worry about him. Right next to Ebidaru, there is a box. And I thought maybe it's a trash can or kind of a recycling area for something. I don't know. You can't open the lid, it doesn't move. The only thing you can open is this. And inside we found a stamp, which is very, very Japanese. There's stamps for everything. There's a stamp for pretty much every train station. There's a stamp for every museum. And apparently there's a stamp for all the small waterfalls in the world. Oh, in the Japan world. Look, there's a shrimp.
This guy's amazing. Look at him, he's happy. He's got a fish, he's got a fishing pole. He has big ears, and I think I read something where like there's a story about a character who had like a giant fish or something, and it had something to do with the creation of the area. But I don't know the whole story. I just kind of glanced over it. So maybe this is that character. There's apparently a lot of suspension bridges here, and this is another one that's amazing looking. Look how it has like a hump in the middle. You can see those people are walking over the hump right now. It goes back down on the other side. That's amazing. I've never seen anything like that. I'm on the hump. Those people are now laying down backwards and going over this waterfall backwards. Oh my God, that looks amazing. Would you do it?
I would, but I would be terrified. I would trust these guys. They look really trustable. They have burly beards.
One of them does, yeah.
You gotta be really loud when you're next to the waterfall, because they're really loud. I got to touch this one. He has a little micro waterfall here. I touched that, but I didn't touch that one. There's not really much to say about this one. It's pretty traditional. It's got the waterfall wow, but no extra wow factor. And there's no one risking their life.
Not yet. They're a little upstream. Maybe they're gonna be jumping off this one soon.
That's crazy. But the water here is still that like amazing dark blue. It's gorgeous. Well, maybe like a greenish blue, but it's still really pretty. That waterfall wasn't like super impressive, but they have a little activity that you can do downstream of the waterfall. There's always something good. Every waterfall's got something. So apparently, you can give 100 yen, and you get 3 little rocks, and you try to throw it into this little rock container over here. None of these ladies managed to do it.
So give it a try.
Okay.
So you come over here and you put your 100 yen in the little 100 yen box, and then you pick your 3 rocks.
Are you gonna do
I'm
it
gonna do it too, yeah.
I'll put your money in.
Okay.
You want
No, I'll put the money in, man.
Okay. What's a good rock?
I don't know. The one you think you can get over there.
That looks good.
All right, 1.
Gonna go with that one.
2.
And
3.
a weird one.
Okay. All right, now.
Time to throw like a girl!
Yeah. The goal, I think, is to get it inside of this little rock box there that they've got up there. And you can make a wish. They were calling them onagai ishi, so like wish rocks.
Maybe you get it in the thing you get to make a wish, you think? Or you just wish as you throw?
Wish as you throw, but it comes true if it gets in, maybe? I don't know. What do you think? What's the best way to do this?
I think you wish as you throw, and if you get it in, then it comes true.
There you go. Give it a go.
Hold on, I'm wishing.
You're not throwing.
Well, you have to have a wish first. We just went over this.
No, you wish as you throw.
But I gotta have it ready before.
Wait a second here. That one's way closer.
I'd rather have the challenge.
Okay.
That one is way closer though. All right.
Oh, you did all right. It stuck up there. That was bad.
Okay, my wish isn't gonna come true, so I'll tell you what it was.
You got it on the rim thing. Maybe you get half a wish.
I don't want half a car. My wish was that I get to drive sometime soon, so maybe it's not gonna come true. Let's see what Eric does. Any rhyme or reason, or?
Ishi, because those are the good ones. These are the ones that are gonna win my wishes.
Okay, win those wishes.
Maybe I can get the other half of the car.
Get the half of the car, come on. No. Close. Oh, no car. It's pretty damn clever. Just a way to like get money without really like, they just have to collect rocks and then they put them out there. I mean, they had to put that structure up, but that's really cool. I mean, for 100 yen, I couldn't say no. There's wishes involved and rocks and throwing and goals, and they got me. Sometimes there's these really weird like shacks that are just selling stuff, and they're not even selling. I thought that was a spider in my hair. Is there a
There's
spider?
definitely a bug. It's just an ant though. Look at him go. Bye guy. Whoop, no, he's still there. Oh, he's resilient now, he's gone. All right.
Okay, well they got like these little shacks and they're selling stuff from like 1993, like stuff that it's just been sitting here rotting and they've just put it out and maybe someone will buy it, who knows. But let's go back to the early 90s. Bladow.
It's a slinky.
And we just walked a lot of stairs. I guarantee you out of this whole place where they're selling all these things, they sell more slinkies than anything. I would, if I knew I was going to the stairs again and I had to go up them, I would buy that slinky in a heartbeat. And we would just be sitting there slinking the whole day. We wouldn't get anything done. You'd just be, the rest, is it off? Okay, the rest of the video would just be slinky. That would be it. What you have to do with these cats is you gotta get your high five, alright? Gotta go in slow. Bam. He's still rolling, yeah. This is Hote. He is the god of good fortune and happiness. And one thing that makes me happy, as you might have found out was in our Yokohama video, which has come out before. This will not be coming out before the Yokohama video. On top of his head, you can see that he's wearing one of these. And honestly, it's really, really prickly.
Yeah.
Like, it's sharp. Like, I picked it up and whew. Inside of here, you will find this. So I'm gonna not be in danger anymore. Okay, you'll find this. You can't eat this. okay? But you can put this into a machine and heat it the fuck up. And then you get a warm one of these, which is inside. And you can eat this. And this is what they're handing out in Yokohama. And you probably saw me eat one of them, and it was delicious.
I thought they were like not flat. Are you sure? Yeah, I guess you're right.
I think
this one's been stepped on or something.
It's been stepped on, or
yeah, you're right.
It's just old. Maybe when they get heated up, they plump up. Did you just eat it?
No, no, I smelled it.
Yeah, but there's a, oops, sorry guy. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch over here. I really want to find one. I will eat it if I can take it out of the thing myself.
You're crazy. Don't eat it. Don't do that.
Look at this.
No, don't eat things in the nature, man.
Look. They look like little Totoro balls. What are they? I don't remember what those are called, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And they're really sharp, so I probably won't be eating any of this, but I would. We just walked past one of the waterfalls, and it's in a canyon, and I've never really seen like a waterfall going down that has walls on each side. It made the sound of the water moving feel like thunder. It was really cool. Probably my favorite of the day. And it's actually right over here, but another river also joins this area. So you got waterfalls on waterfalls on waterfalls. They're everywhere.
So this little stand at the shop kind of shows what the wasabi looks like. It's a root that's under the ground, and I guess all the green-like things on the top that you could see in the wasabi fields that we were seeing is where it's cut off on the tops. If I'm not mistaken, there's one waterfall left, and I'm kind of excited to see it because the name of it in Japanese means giant or big waterfall. So I got my hopes up.
This is the last one. It's the big guy. Also, there's a hammock here that's really wet, and you can't use it.
Why is there a wet hammock?
Well, there's a hammock because it'd be awesome to sit in that hammock and watch like a waterfall and take a nap. That would be great. I would do that right now if I could.
Oh, go ahead. No, it's all good. Come on, get in.
Not all good.
Why?
Because the hammock soiled itself. Also, at this one, you can actually pay to get in hot springs that are down at the bottom, right at the base of the waterfall, which is pretty cool. But we're not gonna do it. Because I don't know how we get wet clothes to wherever we're going.
Where are we going?
I have no idea.
So what we have here is wasabi vanilla ice cream. And Katie has had some, but I haven't had any. And she said, quote, it has a kick. So let's see what she has.
It's a kick in the end. It's very sweet in the beginning. After you swallow, you can feel it on your throat.
Yes, you can. It's very sweet. And whoa!
Yeah,
you
it
can
stings.
feel, you know that feel of wasabi in your nose? I can't taste the wasabi, I can feel the wasabi. Like you can experience the wasabi.
It's good.
I'm glad we get the mix, because you can get just straight wasabi, but this is, I think, probably a good
I would have gone
compromise.
full on.
Yeah, well.
We've got some, these aren't vending machines. These are just like, what do we call these?
Yeah, the plastic ball toy dispenser machines.
Toy dispenser machines.
Capsule.
Oh, capsule machines.
Yeah.
Not a hotel. Dang it, I got a 50 out. Alright. So, I just noticed they have really cool pins, and they're only 200 yen, I think? Yeah, 200 yen. So I'm just gonna go for it and see which one I get. It's a really cool pin. And they have these in America.
Yeah, I recognize that beaver.
You know that beaver?
I do know that beaver.
Let me see if I can get any more out.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, cool. Can already
Which
see
one
it.
did you get?
I got a red and white one. Can kind of see it through.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
It's gonna take a second to open. They love tape.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Japanese. Oh, this tape actually isn't too bad. Oh my god.
I wonder how many hours of footage we have of us just trying to open things, like if we compiled it all together. That's really cool looking, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And there were a lot of other cool ones in there. I'm glad I got one that looks more squarish. Like some of these are really rounded,
Oh yeah.
and I thought that they didn't look as cool. I think I got one of the coolest ones. This
agree.
one I really liked. That one looks really cool.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you. We are finally in Shimoda. We finished with all the waterfalls, we got on a bus, and then we got on a train, and now we're in Shimoda. And this is the southernmost, at least on the eastern coast of the Izu Peninsula, the southernmost train station. Right now, I think we're gonna walk towards the coast and just ask how much hotel rooms are there, and if we can get a room and just cross our fingers, or sleep in Daiso, I don't know.
McDonald's.
Yeah, there's always McDonald's. They won't kick you out. I'll just buy another Ongo pie, it'll be fine.
So we found a place, and it really wasn't that difficult. And it was, what, 7,000 yen?
Yeah, 7,000 yen.
7,000 yen, and it's a traditional little Japanese, like, ryokan. And,
Ryokan's just Japanese style hotel.
yeah. It's like traveling place to stay or whatever. It's a trip place, I think. A trip. What's that, Con? How do you say that in English? Trip, place, thing, whatever, place to stay.
I have no idea where you're going with it.
The hotel. All right, and then, yeah, so it's just got, tatami just like the other one did, and I'm being a little lazy about this video, but so she just brought us some tea, and the lady is delightful, and Katie's eating some sort of like little crumpet or something.
A little cake.
A little
they
cake.
usually give.
And she showed us a beautiful little onsen that she said we can use, and I think we're the only people here, and I'm pretty happy. This is pretty nice. Finding food might be a challenge because we walked around out in this town. It's 6 o'clock and this town is like shut down. Like there's nothing going on.
Dinner.
Yeah, this might be dinner. And we're going to have to walk out there and we're going to have to find what we find. This little place is a labyrinth too. It's just like all of them. Like you walk, you had to go upstairs and then down half a flight of stairs and then into a corner. And she was saying it's dark. Hold on, let me turn on some lights. And like, these places are always just like a labyrinth. If you watch our Matsumoto video, if you saw that, you'll see a very similar experience where you just like going through this place and you're like, where am I? But that's what it is. So we're gonna have to find some food after this tea, and take a shower, and then go to sleep. And it's like 6 o'clock, and it feels to me like it's like 11:30. But half of it is because we got up so early, and the other half is just because the town is like off, like it's shut down. It feels like it's midnight. It's bizarre.
Hopefully we can find some food. I'm pretty hungry.
I didn't even see like a Yoshinoya or anything.
It'd be by the station.
Yeah.
So either we'll starve or we'll not starve. These are the options. Shimoda is not for clubbing. Oh my god, there's like nothing here after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Tons of things closed. I think we looked at like maybe 7 restaurants, maybe 10, and they either weren't adventurous, like it was stuff we could get sitting in Tokyo, or they were really expensive. So
Or they were closed.
Or they were closed.
We went to a toy shop.
We went to a toy shop. That was fun.
It was open.
Yeah, the toy shop was open. People are gonna eat puzzles. So we've ended up at a shop. It's a ramen shop, which I'm not a big fan of ramen, but I'm not eating ramen, so that doesn't matter.
But you kind of eat ramen.
If there's no soup in it, I don't consider it ramen. Okay, so let's take a look at what I've got here. This is called
Kinme ramen.
Kinme ramen.
Kinme ramen.
And I think this is some tuna here. Nice fishy smell. Some onions. Soft-boiled egg. The antennas of some shrimp. I know that's not what it is, but that's really what it looks like. And I'm not sure. I think this is just ramen sauce. Yeah, cold. Pretty cold. Spicy. Really spicy. And some half-dried nori. And you just mix it up, I assume. Poke that guy. Get seaweed all over yourself. That's the sound of classes changing in junior high schools. mix it, mix it, mix it. The egg is basically what's making the sauce. And then hopefully I can spread out that spice. If I bite into that spice, like all of it, I'm gonna die.
Was it spicy?
Yes, it was quite spicy, and I only put a little bit on my tongue. It's warm, which is important because it's actually quite cold here. It's good. I wouldn't say it's like stellar. It's definitely creamy because of the egg. Once it's mixed in, the fish doesn't smell or taste so fishy. The sauce
it was
once
just tuna, right?
Yeah, the sauce once mixed is really not explosive, and the nori's kind of just there for a little bit of flavor and something else to put in there, I think. We mainly came here because there's this fat dude on the menu that looks really excited, and the stuff is cheap and it kind of looks mildly famous. I don't know if that's true.
It seemed legit.
Yeah, it seemed legit.
All right, and I got aburi yakibutadon. So aburi is like grilled with like a fire like directly touching it, and this is pork. So, and it's all on rice, donburi. So let's give it a go. Very simple compared to Katie's. It's smoky. Kind of got like a teriyaki vibe going a little bit sweet in that sense. Yeah, it's fun. I like donburi.
He also got a soup, which I'm quite jealous of.
Yeah. Let's check out that soup, yeah?
Standard fare?
It's good.
Or good?
Actually, it's good. It's really good.
I'm
We should
gonna-
have got the soup here.
Good point. The belt looks way better than mine.
The belt? Yeah, it looked tight. Look at this. It looked great.
It's onsen party time. We came back really late, so hopefully we're not breaking the rules. Well, I think we are breaking the rules. It says 9 o'clock outside for the time to finish with the onsen, but yeah, we're pretty late on that now.
Isn't it 8:30?
I have no idea what time it is. I assume it's bad time.
But it's, no. It's bath time.
It's bath time. This is like the area where you change your clothes, and we'll be doing the cameras off.
It's really steamy in here.
It's steamy,
Yeah,
but it's
we
really
are-
clean.
The lens is so fogged right now.
Oh, well, I guess you can't really see so much of the onsen. Get a little peek in.
So this is it.
We're gonna bathe with these little buckets, wash ourselves off, and then we're gonna hop in. Soak in the ear. Good morning. We slept really well last night. The beds that the lady put out were really comfortable. Futon sleeping is pretty good, at least for maybe like a week. Then after a week you kind of want to bed again. We don't have to wait that long, which is good. Last night we went to the onsen, and the onsen part of it was pretty good. Super hot, but the part before that was really, really difficult. There's no shower, like there's no overhead shower. I don't know the last time anyone of you guys has taken a shower with just a bucket, but it's more difficult than it seems. It took a really, really long time to wash everything, and some things, they're difficult to wash.
So it's morning now, and I'm sitting here thinking, gosh, I want to take a shower before I go out, but I don't want to spend 45 minutes trying to wash my hair with a bucket. So I'm probably not going to take a shower this morning because I'd really like to get going. I think Eric is going to take a shower. Right now he's in the bathroom, but God, the buckets. It was so difficult. I mean, I had to help Eric. Eric had to help me. Taking a shower is not a two-man operation. Like, why is there not a shower head in there? That might explain the difference between the price for this hotel and the first one we went to, but it wasn't terrible. It's kind of one of those things, okay, well, we experienced that. Hopefully we never experience that again. I'm hoping I don't have to experience that this morning. But look at my hair. It's not looking good. I gotta figure something out. Or just go out like this and commit to it. I don't know. So here's to not using buckets this morning.
So last night's ryokan was, it's a little bit ratty. Could have been cleaner. Our room was perfectly fine. But the tatami was kind of old, so it sinks a little bit when you like walk on it. So you feel like you're gonna fall through the floor. And the place could have used a scrub. The worst part though was the bathing situation.
I already explained actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I made a video while you were down there.
Oh man, just the buckets, you know? Like, how do you clean your... we have a shower. We've invented the shower. Like, I understand it's like the traditional way, but like, I took a train here. I didn't ride a horse, you know what I mean? Like, there's a level of functionality that gets lost when you just aim...
Wait, you were on a train? Because I was on a horse.
You're on a fast horse. There's just a level of functionality that gets lost when you do traditional and like stick to it too hardcore. And like, I mean, getting soap out of your armpits and like off your undercarriage is really difficult with a bucket. Give it a go sometime. So now we're on the hunt for breakfast, which is a challenge because it's not 10 a.m. yet, so nothing is open. Things here open at 10 a.m. and they close at what, 6 p.m. Like those are the hours. So we're probably gonna end up at a convenience store because we gotta eat something. I'm hungry. So yeah. But anyway, there's these like really pretty little bridges that are along this little canal, and that's pretty nice. Do you like the bridges?
Yeah, I like the bridges. I was just letting everybody see your outfit for today.
I'm like, oh, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
You know, now we should just freeze frame this. We're about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? I thought you could say 30 seconds, and I was like, that's too long.
Apparently wild boar is really popular here. I don't know if it's popular in the whole peninsula or maybe just Shimoda.
Like to eat?
Yeah, to eat it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're not just popular for looking at.
I don't know, maybe it's like a pet or something.
I haven't
like
seen one so far.
wild boar as a pet, that would make sense.
The lady's selling some fruit over there. Anyways, we found a restaurant that seems to specialize in it. This is the boar, or a gigantic pig. Notice the rump. But the one thing we noticed is that you can get some jerk colon if you'd like to, or some jerk rectum. And
this lady approves?
No.
Is that...
That's that guy. What's his name?
James Brown?
And James Brown approves.
I thought it was a lady.
Well, he did kind of look like a lady at times.
Looks a bit like a lady.
Yeah, James Brown approves of the jerk rectum.
So would you go with the jerk colon, the jerk cheek, like the
I'm
pouch?
going with the pouch.
Wait.
Where's
Is the pouch even on this map? I got a pig map here. And
the vulva's on there.
I don't see the jerk vulva.
This is not a picture you put on your menu, dude. Teats. The elbow. That's about the cleanest thing on here, dude.
Do pigs have elbows?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, elbows.
I mean, the map shows it, so I'm not gonna argue with it. You're doing a chicken dance, not a pig dance. What was this?
I don't know. What's down here? That's a really creepy tanuki shirt. I think it's a girl tanuki.
There's this little area we want to go to, and there's supposed to be a path to get there, but the path is kind of closed, and it looks like it's just because nobody's like weed whacked in a while. And we just decided to take it, and hopefully we don't get, arrested or whatever. But it doesn't look so bad. I mean, whatever. It's not that bad. It's a big, yes, oh my gosh. That's a really, really big spider web. That spider is humongous.
moving, he's active.
All right, come on.
I didn't see the spider. I mean, I saw him over there, but I didn't see him while I was going through. I saw you do all that. Why was I scared? All right, let's keep going.
The trail has gotten worse. It looks like maybe some trees fell, and that's probably why it's closed. They haven't had time to clean them up. What? What?
Spider.
Where?
He's right here.
Is he big and scary?
Yeah.
Well, come through. It's okay. Don't touch him. I like that noise.
Oh, your video. Damn it. I really thought that moment was to myself. With you. But.
And the spider.
And the spider.
A minute ago, I thought I saw a bee, and I was like, whoa, that's a really big bee. But we got a better look at another one of them, and apparently it's a hummingbird with stripes like a bee. So it's like a hummingbird with camouflage. It's pretty genius hummingbirds. Come down over this hill, and we can see the ocean in the bay. That looks awesome. Let's get down there and check it out. Yeah, this has been closed for quite some time. We've kind of, it's hard to see the path. Like every once in a while you can see like one of these, it's like a log where there were stairs. So we're just sort of trying to follow those, and it's a little trickier than I expected it to be. And we've got a little ways to go, but hopefully it's not too spider infested. We ran into more spiders and it required sticks. So now we've moved past the spiders. Katie's got a stick too, but she thinks this is not a good spider fighting stick.
I could fight a tree. Look at that, took him down.
Look how beautiful this is. This is at eye level. This is getting a little bit unnerving. I don't like going through stuff like this, man. There could be a snake in there or some horrible like midget with a knife. You never know, you know? Come on. Be careful, there's steps you can't see.
Yeah, for real.
To me, this is terrifying.
Oh, here comes a step.
How's your stick going? So I'm out and Katie is still up there. And if you come down like this, there is a sidewalk. So apparently we could have gotten here from another route. And a man just walked by and he looked at Katie and he went, "Sugoi," which means like awesome. And now we're at this little coast and it's awesome looking.
You gonna climb that rock?
Yes.
Eric's gone out to scale the rock. I'm sitting here waiting to take a picture of him at the top, and then I'll go over there as well. But it's also nice that he's gonna go through all this before I will. He's really cute when he adventures. He made it.
In this little cove there is a floating aquarium. And there's also dolphins right there, like just there's dolphins right there. We didn't come into the floating aquarium, we just walked up and there's dolphins. That's pretty awesome. I wish they'd do some dolphin-y things. Alright, so over here in Dolphin Town there are no convenience stores. Our hike, no convenience stores like over the mountain where we once be with all the spiders, Spider Hill.
None of those spiders open one convenience store.
No 7-Elevens. I'm starving right now, so I'm going to get ice cream for breakfast. And I don't want anybody judging me, there's nothing else, okay? Well, there's corn soup over there, but it's hot. And I'm already kind of hot. So.
There's dolphins.
Dolphins? Come on, Katie. That's further south in Japan, isn't it? Where everybody's upset about the people eating dolphins. Coolish. So this ice cream comes in a little pouch, and then you like click that off, and then you just out of it. But you got it. I almost noticed a spider. The spider went like right in my front of my face. But you gotta let it cool down or warm up because right now it's just a block of ice. So I sit on it or something so it like melts a little bit. I don't know. I don't have a plan yet.
Are you a bird now? Mama bird? So we saw this bridge. This is definitely happening. There's also a long walkway over here that goes out to what we hope is like the loading deck for an epic boat ride that we want to go on.
So it's 11:15 and we finally found some like kind of real breakfast, like not ice cream. But what we found is yakitori, which is like chicken on a stick basically. And we found this little shack of this guy selling them, and he's like, you know, just grills them on this little grill basically, and then gives them to you in a little box just like this. And we've actually already eaten a couple of them, and they're pretty good. It's not epic, but they're pretty good. It's food, so I'm happy. And we've walked out onto this little island that is called Dog Walk Island, and there's like a pier, and there's all these dudes fishing and stuff. And we just walked out here to find some place to sit down and enjoy our I don't know if I would call this breakfast anymore, but our meal. And we've got a pretty cool little view of the bay and this tiny little lighthouse and stuff. And it's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy that we finally found food. This took too long. We made the mistake of not like having a muffin or something from last night, like in our bag. Like we should have done that, but you know, hindsight, it is what it is.
We had kaki in our bag.
Yeah, we had one persimmon, and we split it. I ate about 3/4 of it, and Katie ate the seeds.
There's no seeds.
There are no seeds. How do they make more? What?
They do have seeds, but I don't know when they come.
What?
Some of them have seeds.
What do you mean when do they?
They just haven't come yet.
We need a scientist.
Yeah. Here you go.
Shimoda is somewhat famous because it was a entry point for the West to come into Japan, like in the 1800s. So Japan had been through like hundreds of years or something of, like they were closed. It was closed off from the rest of the world. What was it called? Like national. There's a phrase for this, like national solitary isolation, national isolation, and. In like 1853, this guy, the Commodore, is that the right word? Yeah, not Captain, Commodore Matthew Perry from the United States.
Of Friends.
Of what?
Of Friends.
Of Friends? Oh yeah, Matthew Perry of Friends. Is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Matthew Perry of Friends in 1853 went to Tokyo and was like, hey, can we open trade? And like the government in Tokyo was like, no, we can't open trade, like national isolationism. So go away. So a year later, he rolled back in to Shimoda with like warships, and some of them were like steamships at the time, and that was like modern at the point. And I guess they didn't have those in Japan. And he was like, look, now I've got ships and guns, so like we're gonna open trade. And the government was like, all right. But now there's like this bust to him, and like there's like a road, like Matthew Perry is like a street in the city, and there's a big like tour boat that you can go on that's like a big black ship that looks kind of like what the steamships he rolled into and like demanded to open trade up with via. And it's weird because like it seems like kind of like a hostile thing. Like he didn't come in here and ask. He came in here and was like, I have a gun. And they were like, yeah. So now they're like celebrating it in a sense here. And I mean, I guess like in the end, like Japan's a pretty nice place now once it's been modernized and everything. So it worked out for them in the end, but it probably was not, like, I can't imagine everybody was really happy about it at the point that it happened. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. And did you say that like he commandeered some ladies as well or something? Did you read that? Or was it a different dude?
That was some other guy.
Oh, some other dude commandeered some ladies. I don't know.
He didn't commandeer them.
What happened?
They came willingly. I don't know.
I don't know. Were you there? I don't know. It's 1800s, man.
I do not know.
Ladies getting snatched up.
It's because it's not the 1800s anymore.
Yeah, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Or you would have commandeered your own ladies.
Oh, that's what happens in the 2000s. I'll see you later.
Still haven't had like a proper lunch, but
Or breakfast.
Proper breakfast. We've just been eating snacks basically. I found more snacks. So we found this little convenience store, but it was really more of like a ghetto bodega. And we went there and they were like, oh, we're gonna get some chips because chips are easy, right? And then all the chips were out of date. Like, Katie's like, check the date on the things in here. No, good idea. So everything was out of date. And then we found one that wasn't out of date. And these are like consomme, right? Is that consomme?
Yeah.
Is that a flavor? Okay, consomme flavored potato chips. And I've had these before. And they're uneventful, but they're good. And we checked the date, and the date is today. I think it's the 20th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is today.
So everything else was like out of date, and this one was
today.
On date. So
on date.
We got it, and then I also got something Katie's gonna eat because it's got the word. I didn't check the date on this, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that you were there too quickly.
It doesn't expire to 2015. No, we're all good. but it's a cider, a fruit cider, orange cider.
Ugh.
Yeah. So we're going on the Matthew Perry Black Ship Express here. Looks pretty exciting. I'm pretty stoked. You excited?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be Rachel.
Who am I on Friends? I'm the monkey?
You're so Monica.
Monica? Which one's
so
Monica? What does she look like?
I'm probably Phoebe.
We've returned from our voyage, and I'll be honest, it was pretty uneventful. It just went out for about 10 minutes and then came back. We didn't go out onto the high seas, and we didn't like take over any countries, no friend style anything happened on there. There were no monkeys, nothing. The boat is, I mean, it's pretty cool, but you have to pay extra money. Like, it costs 1,200 yen just to get on the boat, which to be honest was asking a bit much for what we got. And then they want another 500 yen if you want to go onto the second level. Like, what? Really? That's a highway robbery. So it was us and like maybe 7 or 8 other people on this whole ship. And when nobody was on the second level. And obviously it's not steam powered because, like, I mean, where would they be getting fuel? Like, it has to be petrol powered now. So the engines that actually physically move the ship, it has like a propeller system, or propeller? What's this thing on the back of it?
Turbine.
Turbine? Is that the right thing? What's on the back of a boat? The thing that, you know, the thing that spins and then makes the boat go?
It's the thing that spins on the back of the boat. That's what they
propeller.
call it.
The boat propeller.
Propeller.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Propeller? That's on a plane, right? I don't know.
Isn't a turbine on a plane?
No, man, that's a propeller for sure. I know about planes. So anyway, it's obviously being driven by one of those off the back, like you can see where the water is coming up and everything. And the things on the sides where like an old school boat that would turn and push the boat along, they're there for, I'm assuming, cosmetic purposes. They don't actually do anything. When we saw this thing earlier, we were walking around a corner and it popped out like from the side of like a rocky cliff, and we was like, whoa, that's pretty awesome looking. But I mean, it's kind of fake now. I look at it. Sorry. Did you have fun?
I had fun, but I wouldn't say that it's a James Brown okay.
No.
Yeah, I can't give it the James Brown okay. It's
Okay.
not pig rectum.
All right, so we stumbled into this little, like an udon soba shop, and I ordered something based on the fact that I could get fresh wasabi with it. So I just found that, and I got a cold soba set, and it's special. Like they have it, like it's like on a basket that like drains, so it's like so you get it wet and it drips down inside of here, but it's like so it dries off or something. And then this is a bunch of seaweed that I honestly am not that big of a fan of, and then you have some onions, and I'm gonna put all the onions in there because I love onions. And then you have a sauce that you pour into here. Da-da-da-da. And then the exciting part of this adventure is the fresh wasabi that they give you a little grinder for, and you just do like this. And it makes a paste, and then you put this paste. Eventually, you gotta use this takes some elbow grease to get this going.
Eric doesn't do a lot of cooking.
Circles is better. So I'm making my wasabi paste, and then I'm gonna put it into there, and then hopefully it will be awesome. So you basically just take the noodles and then dip them into the sauce and then eat it. And the sauce, by the way, is cold. And I've got this stuff, and this looks kind of scary. I'm not sure what we're working with here. That might be some fish thing. Katie has one. I'm gonna let her try it first. She can tell me if it's Eric safe. And oh, I also got a piece of tempura shrimp because I was just jonesing it. Let's show what Katie got.
Why don't you try that wasabi first?
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's I want to know.
Because I feel like I didn't grind enough of it, and I didn't want to spend all day.
Just try it like a little bit on your finger.
Are you on it? What?
Get out of here! Get out of here!
All right, rock it out. You're gonna kill yourself.
Killing myself. Wow, that's so cool.
Is it fresh?
It's fresh and it's kind of wetter than like what you would get that they'd give you next to the thing. Not as spicy. Whoa. I felt a little bit more once it kind of settled. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna go to town on that forever.
Yeah, I know. It takes a while to
Okay, well, It's wasabi. I can tell you that. It's not just some random root that you're over there working with. I got tanuki udon, which it doesn't mean that they've cut up a bunch of tanukis. It just means it's kind of a brown sauce, kind of salty, nothing really stellar to it. I put my onions, I have a fish cake, some more onions. I got udon because I'm in the mood for it. And these are like little crunchy bits, which I wish they'd put on the side because now it's more like soggy bits of just deep fried batter. And I already took a couple sips of the broth. It needs a little bit of the shichimi, like some spicy sauce. I'm kind of thinking about putting some of that wasabi in there as well. And Eric was saying the scary stuff.
What's the level of fishy there?
Great flavor. Really zesty.
Is it fishy at all?
I don't know. There's no.
Okay.
It's not fishy, but it's probably got sakura ebi in it or something
I
like that.
can deal with that.
It's really good flavor. Tangy. I'm really hungry, so I'm just gonna keep going. So the main reason that we came here is that we saw in Lonely Planet that there was a store or a restaurant. I'm slumping right now. I ate a lot of food. There was a restaurant and it said, "Look for the giant badger." What they mean is look for the giant tanuki.
This is a pretty big tanuki though.
Yeah.
It's got a really
bigger than me.
It's really scary looking though. Like that's terrifying. You see that in your nightmares.
So that's also the reason why I got the tanuki udon. Tanukis.
I'm in a unisex bathroom in a 7-Eleven, and I'm going to show you something that I've never actually seen on a toilet because they don't tend to put them on toilets in men's rooms. This is usually only in women's rooms. And it's something I've heard of, but I've never seen. So this is a normal toilet functioning system with the bidet and the butt washing and all that stuff. But this one has got a sound function that you can use. And that water sound is a recording so that ladies don't have to be embarrassed about their bodily function sounds. Awesome.
Alright, this is literally one of the coolest trains I've been in. You can see straight out the front, and they have set up the chairs as if you're in like a movie theater almost. I feel like you should have popcorn so that you can watch the amazing show that's happening with the driver. It's really, really cool. And that's not only the coolest part. There's another cool part, but I have to go to another part of the train to show it to you, so it's gonna be a minute.
Usually local trains are not as awesome as this train is. I'm really surprised. And we do have the option of sitting in seats that sit sideways like this and look out this window, but we've opted for the front because the front section that Katie found is really awesome. It's like you're encompassed in glass. It's really cool. Like, well, surrounded by glass. Encompassed in glass would be a bad thing to be.
Are you ready? Gators!
What? So we came to this alligator farm, reservoir, something, and apparently the reason that the alligators are here is because the onsen water like keeps like the water warm, and alligators like warm water even if it's winter. Like they can get in the warm water here. But like onsen water is pretty hot. I don't know if they're trying to make alligator stew or like what the deal is. But there's lots of alligators, and I think it's like a preserve more than a zoo. Like you can come and see things, but I think like to keep like them from being like endangered or whatever, they're here like for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I'm not clear on exactly how they got here. But yeah, that's what it is. So what's the difference between a zoo and a preserve? I'm not sure. But I think the purpose of it is...
I think they're not treated like clowns.
They're not treated like clowns? Yeah. I've never been to a zoo. I've never seen an alligator with a red like nose and a...
Well, if they start twirling, we gotta change it to a zoo.
I guess. They're doing acrobats and stuff like that. But something else I just noticed. Come here, Katie, look. We got the
Venus flytraps.
Yeah, those guys. Those are pretty cool.
We had one in my classroom, but the kids touched it too much, so it died.
Look at this guy. So yeah, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of plants and like things, and there was a manatee, and I didn't make a video of it because it was kind of in a small little area, and I felt kind of bad for it. It had blue eyes, and that was pretty cool. And we've come upstairs, and we're gonna go somewhere. Like there's a bunch of different things here. It's really strange. And then if you turn this around and look, like we're walking up all of this to go there, and this is not expected for like it's not what I thought was gonna happen. I thought it was just gonna be a pit with a bunch of alligators in it. This little area, I believe this sign says like strange plants, and as you come in, the first thing you see is a strange plant. Like this thing looks like it's growing upside down. Like what's going on with the root system? That's pretty amazing. Did you find any other strange plants?
No, I'm still staring at that tree. It's kind of doing it wrong, but it looks really cool.
Well, this is surprising. There's a room full of lily pads. Didn't think that was the thing that was going to happen today. Really cool coloring too. Some of them are pink, some of them are purple. Very neat. These lily pads are humongous. Like you can see this dude over here, and then look at how big the lily pad next to him is. So this sign says daikon ashi, and daikon is a Japanese radish that is shaped like kind of fat on the bottom, and the top of it is a little skinnier. And daikon ashi is a phrase that means cankles, like about a person, and they're talking about how this thing, I guess, looks like daikon ashi because of the shape, how it gets skinny and then at the bottom gets fat. But honestly, I just made that video so I could say the word cankles. We've come across the street from where all the plants were, and now we're in the area with the alligators. And this is the first alligator we've seen. Look at that guy, wild. That's a dinosaur, I'm sorry, that's a dinosaur. Only in Japan would they have a statue of an alligator with a banana tail in which he is eating his own banana tail.
So this slightly vicious bird speaks, but he's talking to us, but we can't understand him because he speaks Japanese. We don't.
What did he call you?
I think he called me. I have no idea. This is a weird moment with this bird. When you're at the alligator park, there's just some things you gotta do right.
So whack an alligator?
Alright, let's go get the real ones. You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
We're now in a little van to go to the other part of this like thing where there's more animals, I think, which is quite interesting. This has been a really good experience.
There's gonna be there will be a panda of lesser quality.
So the first place we went was all plants, and the second one was all animals. This one seems to be a mix. So we saw some they're called lesser pandas, but I thought they were red pandas. Is there a difference? Like that's not the lesser panda. These pandas are amazing looking. And then there's also a lot of plants, and we're in a room that is all bananas. So it's like banana trees. And I really like bananas, so this is really exciting. The banana alligator farm was an awesome experience, actually. I'm really surprised. I thought, like I said, I thought it was just gonna be a pit of alligators, but it was lots of extra cool stuff. And I don't know, what was your favorite part?
I really liked that weird tree.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And the bird, after we recorded the bird, he freaked out. He was squawking and yelling and turning upside down and freaking out, and the bird in the next cage was slowly moving away, and he finished like this like temper tantrum that he had, and he went, "Ohio!" And we just lost it. It was really weird. He was squawking and yelling, and then just good morning. Gators. We rode the train for quite a while, and we're now in Atami, which is like the top of the peninsula, where you could start going towards Tokyo on the JR line. So we decided to get off and just get one last Izu meal in before we go home. And since Izu is a peninsula and it boasts being a coastal town, I haven't had any fish So I thought I should probably have some fish. And that's what I got. And I'm a bit disappointed that my fish doesn't have a head, because the picture showed it with a head. And I ordered the one that had the head, but I got the one without a head. So this is my fish. A bit oily.
This is my nightmare, by the way.
Excellent. Salty, but excellent. Miso soup. No seaweed, which is interesting. I don't know what this white thing is. Honestly, I don't know what the yellow thing is, but I really like it. That didn't help.
Is it daikon?
It's not daikon. But I've had it before. I know the flavor, but I don't. It's kind of like a dirt smell, a dirt taste. Like it smells it tastes very earthy.
Is it
I'm smelling through my mouth today.
Is it pickled?
Yes.
Okay.
You should try it. And
Okay.
a traditional rice.
And that looks like fish eggs.
Yeah. Let me try that
Is
again.
it spicy at all?
No, it's not spicy. It's squishy. I thought that it was sea salt. Definitely eggs.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. But good. A little bit spicy actually, now that I think about it. But not like roe. Definitely. Alright. What do you have?
I went with a set as well, but I went without the fish because I like some fish, but it's really like, it's dangerous for me. Like I need to know everything about the fish, like what it is and where it's from and its name and all, like everything about the fish. So I went with the chicken.
What's your chicken's name?
What was its name?
Yeah.
Ronald. So I went with this fried. It's just a deep fried chicken, and it's got some spicy mustard and some
Macaroni salad.
Macaroni salad.
That's excellent.
And I'm very happy with what I got because this is safe and it came with lemon. So that's gonna go all over this guy. I'm pretty excited.
I see your fish eggs.
Yeah.
You gonna try that?
Okay, I'll taste it. I've had it in like sushi and stuff. I don't know why somebody would eat this like this. Like it's okay like on sushi or something.
I wonder if it's supposed to go on something else and I just don't understand.
Well, we both have it. I think it's just for, it tastes okay. It's okay. I just don't like it because it's fish eggs, you know, like in my head. That's what I don't like about it. But yeah, I'm pretty tired and I'm really hungry, so. Yeah.
Let's eat.
Yes, please. We are back in Tokyo walking home. It's a bit cold. It's starting to rain, so it's probably good that our trip is over. And I actually had quite a bit of fun, and I was telling Katie like I wouldn't mind going back to the Izu Peninsula and exploring some more areas, just because there's quite a bit there actually, and we saw, of course, just a fraction of it because we only had 2 days. But yeah, I'm pretty tired and I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Let's interview Katie. How was your weekend?
My weekend was very good. What's the next question? Is this a one-question interview?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, right now I'm trying to see if I can make my way home without Eric giving me instructions. It's going well so far, on the right track. But I know at some point I'm going to get to a place where I have no idea how to get home. Yeah, the weekend was good. Favorite parts were definitely that bird.
The bird
Nobody got to see.
The bird that nobody got to see?
The bird,
I like climbing up on that rock thing when we climbed up
yeah,
on that.
all the waterfalls.
Did we
I
make
totally just forgot about that. And the people that were jumping off the waterfalls like head first and stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, pretty majestic weekend, I would say. And tomorrow we have work. And it's raining heavier now, so we should probably get home quickly.
Yes, let's go.
Bye. Aw, snap. Gotta take the seal off.
What about the otter?
What otter?
Well, if it's a seal.
That joke was lame when you told me that joke like 2006. Don't eat the top, Katie, don't eat the top. Alright.
in front of one of these little wasabi.
We're coming up with a term.
Yeah, what's it called? Hold on.
Wasabi patches. Hey everyone, we have a Patreon page and we'd really like for you to check it out. It'll allow you to contribute to us and make these crazy adventures we've been going on continue and get even better. So we'd really love for you to follow the link and learn more about Patreon and us. Go for it. Let's adventure.